Yo, 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 Kashi here. Today we're going to talk about how to boost your testosterone naturally. So, a lot of people nowadays have been burdened with the plague, the epidemic of being brought into the so called matrix and drinking from plastic bottles, from jacking off and coming and watching porn all the time, and from not having sufficient nutrients and minerals in their food due to the lack of nutrient rich and dense soils that are creating our foods. So, this is the three primary ways that I, on a day to day basis, use these practices to keep myself at a natural 900 testosterone level. And I'm 24, almost 25 years old. The average level for my age is about 300, 400. That's not okay. So, by the end of this video, you're going to be able to have the tools to not, you don't have to be perfect immediately. There's a growing pain and some growing period while switching some essential major parts of your life. For example, water. Here you are drinking water from a plastic bottle, like a Zephyr Hills bottle. This bottle of water has been sitting in a box of plastic on different trucks for years. So here it is burning and getting cold, burning and getting cold. So there's all these things called PEMFs. And this plastic seeps into the water, and then if you ever tasted, well, I mean, you might not even know the difference because you've not had good water yet. So if you get a good water source, for example, I get my water from this place called the Pure Water Factory in Miami, Florida, where they actually have mantras playing to the water 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. It's a multi-part filtration system where the water goes in and it goes through a reverse osmosis, but then is washed through these rocks and different minerals. So here they take out all of the metals, all of the hexoleophthalablap acids, and all of the other arsenic and other really toxic metals and oils that are literally killing you and lowering your testosterone level, proven to give you cancer. And it's incredible to think that this has become normalized. Yeah, it's safe to drink tap water. No, go to the ewd.org. I'll put it in the description. I'm 99% sure it's EWD or it's EWG, tap water database. And what you'll do is you'll type in your area code. So for example, EWD tap water. It's the EWG tap water. So I'll show you what's in my water in Miami. In Miami, we have yeah, so in Miami, what's our zip code here? 33169. Okay, so we're in Liberty City right now, baby. Miami, Florida, in North Miami Beach Utility, technically. So here we are. EWG's, they test all of the water. So there's 180,000 people in North Miami Beach Utility. Where we're at, the source is groundwater. And this is 2013 testing is for chemicals. So when was this? I guess this was tested in 2013. I'm surprised it hasn't been tested sooner than that. Oh, no. They test it every year. So all the way up until 2019. Exactly. So there are 6 exceeding EWG health guidelines, 19 total contaminants. So what does it mean when it says exceeding EWG health guidelines? This is an environmental group that's like, okay, well, we know from science, peer-reviewed, that this amount of, say, haliocetic acids or arsenic, this county has 284 times the standard or suggested amount of arsenic. So imagine, do you know what arsenic is? So look it up, but it's proven to give you cancer. It's this very toxic substance. To think that there's 284 times more than what would ever be safe or healthy to put in your body. There should be 0 in there. Like, this water has 0 arsenic, and that's crazy. People are dying out here for real. Chlorate, 2.3 times the suggested amount. Chromium, 5.3 times the suggested amount. Haliocetic acids, HAA5, 150 times more. 231 times more HAA9, 109 times more total trihalomethanes. And then this whole other list of other stuff. So all of these things are toxins for your body that our ancestors didn't consume all of these random metals, oils, and drugs in their water on a daily basis. Not to mention when you're getting this from a water like Dasani, their filtration process, Zephyr Hills, is nowhere near as good. I've called Zephyr Hills myself, and their water is not what you would imagine. And you can taste it. Once you taste good water, then you know from forevermore that your water that you've been drinking from these plastic bottles is killing you. It tastes different. It's literally poison. So I attribute my testosterone level staying at a 900 at 24 years old without taking any supplements. Well, not supplements, without taking any like synthetic exogenous testosterone. So, oh man, endogenous, I'll have to figure this out. Endogenous or exogenous testosterone that's not already within your body. And I have not injected any testosterone. Let's keep it at 900. So I'd say primary. No, not primary. The second most important is the water. No. It's so much indecision, bro. You live and you learn, and I'm not used to making long form, so I'm going to laugh at this in a year from now. I'm going to keep all of this on here for you guys to see that it's all part of the process. Fail fast forward. Anyways, so I would say water's got to be the top, if not the top, then definitely one of the top 3 primary ways that my testosterone level has stayed the same as it really should be, which is 800 to 1,000 or so level without taking any external testosterone. Number 2 is, did you know that every single time that you ejaculate, you get a very quick hit of dopamine, your prostate as a man spasms, and it sends an electrical signal to your brain from your prostate, which is one of the biggest nerve endings. It has the most nerve endings in your body, sends the signal to your brain, which is the other spot that has the most nerve endings. So, your root to your crown sends the signals, the Kundalini energy, through root to the crown, and then it releases, as the spasm that is because of the reaction is made, it releases the sac of semen that then in turn squirts out of you. And next thing you know, you're tired, you can't get it up for like 30 minutes, or sometimes if you have a low testosterone level, even longer than that. So here you are sitting, tired, sleeping, your girl's pissed off. She's like, dude, like, why'd you do that? Like, what about me? And then she goes and she sits over there. She's all salty, like, damn, this man's premature ejaculations, not taking care of his lady, blah, blah, blah. Just get all these thoughts in her head. So look, you can not have to do that to your girlfriend. You can hook your girlfriend up big time. If you were just to stop being addicted to ejaculating every single day. I know that when we were children, we were programmed that watch Pornhub. It's cool. I watched porn when I was 8 years old. My cousin literally showed me porn when I was 8 years old. So that's not, I don't want to say it's not okay. You do what you want, but if you want to have a high testosterone level, you definitely can't come every single day. And I don't care who tells you what. If they come every single day and they still have a high T level, it's because they're taking drugs. I don't want to take those drugs. I want my shit to be natural. So, and maybe when I'm a 60-year-old man and it's time for me to like tap into the TRT, I'm on that. Let's run it. But for now, as long as I possibly can with just nature itself, we're gonna keep it high, and we've been keeping it high this whole time. So, step 1, water. Step 2, if you can hold in your nut. That doesn't mean don't have sex. That doesn't mean don't have sex. Doesn't mean don't masturbate. It means don't ejaculate. So if you are to hold your nut in for 2 weeks, it's proven by science that it 400x's your testosterone level, which is more than any other thing that they noticed and observed has a very substantial elevation of your T levels. One is observing sex. It very, very slowly will and subtly boosts your levels. And if you actually are participating in sex, it boosts your levels a little bit higher. But that's not a sustained boost. But when you hold your nut in you for over 2 weeks at a time, that is when you have a sustained and prolonged heightened testosterone level. So if you guys want, you could DM me, hit me up, comment below. I'll send you everything that I know and how I learned how to successfully hold my nut in while not only not nutting and then you're like all tight and horny. No, no, no. You can still have sex and you can still self-pleasure. You just won't actually release it and let it go. And that makes it in turn where you can actually orgasm numerous times back to back to back with some practice. And there's levels to this shit. I'm not as amazingly perfect, orgasmically incredible at this practice as I will be one day. But you know, I can come like 5 times back to back on a good day, just by engaging the breath and a couple little techniques that I'd be happy to show you. So the third and final thing is, the food that you eat. So it's the water that you drink, the lack of nut, and then the food and the sunlight that you eat. So what are you eating? You're eating sunlight, you're eating breath, you're eating food, and then the water perfectly coincides with it. But the water is so specific and unique to where that has to be a separate one. So how much sun are you getting? What time are you getting the sun? What supplements are you taking? Are you taking magnesium? Most people are magnesium deficient. So to make sure that we have an optimal amount of magnesium in our body is crucial to be able to keep and sustain the high T level. So I personally, what I eat, and I'm not going to tell you what to eat because some people want to eat meat, some people want to eat whatever they want to eat. I'm somewhere in the middle. I don't eat meat. I eat a whole bunch of eggs. Because I live near a farm, I'll throw back like 7 raw eggs all at once, then cook 5 of them, throw some cheese and raw butter on that bad boy, raw cheese, unpasteurized milk, chugga, 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 eat some local papayas and jackfruits and mangoes, whip it up. And the cleaner and more connected to the earth your food is, the more local and whole food, organic food that you eat, the better. And that's been a crucial part of me sustaining my high T levels. And that's not to say that I ate 6 slices of some fire-ass pizza last night. And we're good. You don't have to be, like, perfect. Like, there's no one's perfect. And if anybody's here, blah, 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 they're perfect. No. They're totally still, at some point, doing something that is what they would also later on say is not good. So everything in moderation, except drugs and alcohol. All right, have a great one. Peace.